Greg Shoemaker, tristatefootball.com and queencityhigh.com. Here with George Kontsis, the head coach of the Walnut Hills Eagles. All smiles tonight after they go 2-0 beating West High. And Coach, great effort, both sides of the ball. But tonight, I thought your team really came of age late in the third quarter. Game still in doubt. You take him, go 89 yards and eat up about 8 or 9 minutes of the clock. To me, that was a telling drive. What do you say?
Greg, you know, I'm going to attribute that to a couple of things. First of all, after our big win last week against Wyoming, I had a multitude of people were saying to me, wow, that was a great win, but are your guys going to be flat? You know, they exhausted after that big win? And we weren't. I mean, we've got a job to do. Our guys are on a mission just this year. Like Kenny said, we're on a mission, and their attitude has been workmanlike. So a lot of that is attributed to our attitude. The offensive line did a great job, like Kenny said, in the offseason. Our offensive line, as I told you last week, we call the offensive line the precinct because they're big, they're strong, and there's a lot of beef, and they're what makes our offense go. They really do. Obviously, as you saw tonight, Kenny's going to get a lot of touches, you know, not only running the ball, but throwing the ball as well. So the offensive line is going to take us to where we need to go this year, and we're going to run up their backs with Kenny and Camry carrying the ball.
One of the things I thought you did really well, it's hard to stop the weapons that West High has, but your defense really swarmed, did a nice job of tackling tonight. Number 71, Isaiah Johnson, and number 75, Stargell. Great job, in my opinion.
Outstanding job. I mean, obviously, Jason Stargell is the mainstay of our defense. He's a 3-year starter. He's a captain at defensive end, and Jason's all over the field. And you know, and that's the kind of play we really have expected out of him, and he's lived up to his reputation and perhaps has exceeded that. Isaiah is really coming along on both sides of the ball. Isaiah is a force to reckon with. I know that's a cliche, but that's the bottom line. He's an outstanding player. His size, he's got great feet on both sides of the ball. He's a great offensive tackle too. So, and I tell you, Greg, I think we did well all 3 sides of the ball tonight. I mean, our special teams were very good. We had that extra point block, but you know, we have Adam Brown. He's a weapon, kicking the ball off into the end zone. So I was very proud of our defense. Our defense was outstanding. I thought we had a great game plan by our defensive staff, and we executed on the defensive side of the ball tonight.
You know, when you look going forward at your schedule, you got a couple smaller schools left before you head into conference play. But really, this is a time to really build some depth, isn't it?
It really is. You know, and we're not taking anything for granted. And we've played 2 very strong teams here the last couple of weeks, and Hughes has been down a little bit, but they have a new coach, and he's a very good coach. And you know, we're not taking anything for granted. They had a big win last week, so like I said, our guys really are on a mission. And you know, when we came in here, these seniors were freshmen, and we instilled in them what the level of expectation was for this program, and they're rising to that level of expectation. These are seniors, our 4th year here at Walnut Hills.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about one of those seniors tonight, Camry Mall. Outstanding job. He does a great job with Kenny Davis. He gives you a really good 1-2 punch out of the backfield.
You know, I want to say this too about Camry Mall. Camry starts at outside linebacker for us. So, you know, we 2 platoon. Obviously, Camry carries the ball. He is a heck of an outside linebacker. He does a great job on defense, really anchors the outside for us. But, and again, I said this last week, I couldn't be happier for Camry with his devastating knee injury last year. I mean, he had reconstructive surgery, missed the whole year, and did nothing but work and do everything and more things that the doctors asked of him to come back. And nobody could be happier than the coaching staff, and the team is thrilled for him. So it's a great story, and I just hope we keep going with Camry. I'm very excited.
There you go. George Kontsis, head coach of the Walnut Hills Eagles. They're 2-0 after a big win over Western Hills tonight at Marks Stadium. I'm Greg Shoemaker for tristatefootball.com and queencityhigh.com.